I'm Lauren and welcome to my Green Lakes Broken Top backpacking vlog. I'm taking along my backpacking loop of Broken Top and it is a great one. So this is night one and we're already off to a gorgeous start. I'm going to show you clips of everything that we've passed already today. So basically we hiked in after work. We got in around like 3:30, 4 p.m. and we started at Green Lakes Trailhead. And so the hike to Green Lakes takes about 4 miles. And once we were at Green Lakes, we had dinner and I got to try my first dehydrated backpacking meal that I prepped before this trip. I was very excited to try it and I am very proud of how it turned out. It was delicious. And with that, I made a lentil pasta with a ground turkey meat sauce, tomato meat sauce, and it was scrumdiddlyumptious. Okay, and so then while dinner was simmering, we took an alpine dip in Green Lakes, and that was such a chilly lake, much chillier than anything in Jefferson Park and at Sister's Mirror that I've been swimming in. And so that was exhilarating. That washed off any of our mosquito repellent, and it was nice and refreshing. So after Green Lakes, we continued our hike on to Golden Lake, which is where we're camping tonight. And Golden Lake has awesome views of the Sisters and Broken Top. And Green Lakes and Golden Lake both have designated camping spots, and both of the camps were pretty empty, and I'm pretty sure we're the only ones at Golden Lake. There were like 2 or 3 other campers at Green Lakes, but the permit system is definitely limiting the amount of hikers here and is, I don't know, it's kind of refreshing, but it's also kind of odd to see these places so empty. Didn't really feel like talking on our way into this trip, but I'll be chatting with you much more tomorrow and Sunday. It took us 4 hours of moving time with about like an hour stop for dinner and swimming, and it is almost 9 p.m. so we're going to be hitting the hay soon. We just set up camp and our view is gorgeous. The moon is like a crescent right over, I think it's one of the Sisters. I'm not really sure which mountain that is. And the clouds, oh my goodness, are like a really gorgeous red over Broken Top right now. So I thought I'd bring you along as we go and hunt for a poop spot. Because that is another question I get a lot. So what you want to do, walk away from any of the streams, the lakes, and the campsites and trail. You don't want to poop in a campsite or right off the trail. Please. Wow, look at these views this morning. Gorgeous. So many mountains everywhere. Jack, where we're going to be camping up on next. We got to go all the way around them. Found a probably pretty solid spot, and the fact that there is a stick right next to it, I think it's my sign. So yeah, like I said earlier, all you do, find your spot, and then you dig a hole. Oh, so dusty here. A solid cat hole going on. So I'm going to do my business and I'm going to let you guys watch the mountains as I do so. Now that once you're done, you cover it back up and it looks like you weren't even here. Another tip for my girlies out there, I typically like to find bathroom spots or pee spots that are on a hill so that when you're peeing and squatting, your pee rolls down rather than puddles at your feet, which is like a no. There, it was a little flat, so I had to do a little shuffling as I was releasing my pee so that I wasn't just standing in a pool of it. So yeah, those are the fun parts of backpacking. We also always just bring a toilet paper roll. I'll see that some people will like pack some like sheets of toilet paper in a plastic baggie, but I find that to be dangerous because don't know how much you'll actually use. And we've actually been at a point where we've run out of our toilet paper roll and had to use like the cardboard roll itself. That was not the best day. But anyways, you move on from it. I had a good poop and I made room for breakfast, so let's go and enjoy that. A lot of people, for like sanitizing their hands, they'll bring hand sanitizer. That's something I don't do, but I do like to rinse up my hands with some of like the filtered water that I have. Yeah, okay, good talk. I feel a lot closer with you now. I remember you. But I hope you enjoyed that. There's our campsite, and there's a mountain. Okie dokie, for trail coffee, I always bring my instant guava packets. I have a code. I think it's Lauren G10. I'll put it on the screen. But that saves you $10 off your first order from Guava. And this guy, oh, it's the best tasting instant coffee ever. I actually like to drink this at home because it tastes that good. And I've tried a lot of other instant coffees and nothing compares. Even Starbucks's. Just add that to the cup, pour your water over it, give a little mixy mix, and it's good to go. All right, let's soak our oatmeal. We're gonna do the apple cinnamon today. Do you know where it is?
Yeah, it's in the Deoderize.
We're doing the apple cinnamon because that one's a slightly larger portion, and we need the bigger portion today.
Oh yeah, it is.
All right. And this is oatmeal that I always like to prepare my oatmeal at home and make my own packets. I share my recipes on Instagram, but this one is apple cinnamon with some brown sugar, some milk powder, and some blended oats. The blended oats help the old-fashioned oats cook quicker. You could also just get the minute oats instead to help with that. But this is what we had on hand. And then you pour your water over it. Oh, geez. Okay, there's a mosquito in my bowl. Extra protein that way, I guess. And spork. Ready. Give it a little mixy mix. Make sure I added enough water. Okay, mosquitoes, please. Please leave me be. And just to clarify, I'm pouring hot water over it. It's not quite boiling because obviously I don't want to be drinking my coffee with boiled water, but it is hot to the touch where it hurts. Using the finger test. There we go. And we'll just let these guys sit for a moment and cook. Oh, I found this nice log for sitting. Ooh, that water is tomatoey. And you are crooked. I gave you a little extra water so that it's not too mushy. Oh, this coffee never gets old. It's so good. Oh yeah. You gotta try it if you're going hiking, backpacking, camping. It's literally the best camp coffee, trail coffee you'll ever have. So good. I'm obsessed with it. Yeah. Okay, so this is the Duracell that we're trying. It's attached to a little fuel can, and I don't know if you could see, but it's emitting some smoke. And it is supposed to keep the mosquitoes away within like a 15-foot radius. And yeah, doesn't, at least there's very minimal mosquitoes here, and it is not keeping those minimal mosquitoes away. So probably going to return it with REI's return policy, which is very generous. And call that one an L. I really wish it would work though. That's that we have today. Now I'm so far from you. Oh, itchy.
Come closer.
This oatmeal is so good. Can you traverse this ridge?
Possibly, yeah. It might be the way up. I don't know.
Kind of looks trailish.
Yeah, it's pretty flat on top.
Mm. With that tasty breakfast now over, time to wash the dishes. And this is something else that you guys are always wondering about. And that's how I wash my dishes on the trail, especially when backpacking rather than camping. But we pretty much do the same thing when camping because we camp very minimally. But it's basically, I don't know if you're going to like this answer. You pour some water in your bowl. Oh, geez, mosquito. And you rinse it off. So right now I'm like taking off all the oatmeal smudge that's on here. You're just working off all the dirty sides. And so this gets it, fairly clean for its next use. Is it the best solution? No. Is it a quick, easy, and LNT solution? Yes. So that's what we got. And I might do a once over, but you get all this nice kind of milky water left over, and you either toss it on the bush or drink it if you're like in bear country. Similarly with a spork, you just kind of mouth clean it, and no residue left over, and it's good to use for the next meal. I don't really find that disgusting. I think other people would. I don't know, it's up to you how clean you want it to be. All right, it's plunging time. It's 8:19 a.m. and it's plunging time. And this nice glacier cold water.
This one will...
That was absolutely chilling. The coldest one yet, because this fed straight from a glacier. Oh, but what a rush. It's always so much fun. And the mosquitoes are coming out, so probably going to deed up and try to dry off a bit before putting on my regular clothes. Now that it's heating up, it's time to pack away my jacket. And what's really nice about this one is that it pretty much packs really nice into a little ball that makes it perfect for backpacking. So what you do, it's designed to stuff into one of its pockets, and then I found that it doesn't fully quite fit into the pocket, especially when I like how I fold it in some days. And so I like to leave the hood out last so that I could just roll those last bits into its hood so that it's a nice ball shape for my backpack. Do that. And there. I don't know if you saw any of that, but that's the final result. And it fits nicely with everything in my pack. And there we go. Still have tons of room to fit stuff in there. Brush off the shoes and leave them outside so that they can dry. There we go. Probably leave my bikini hanging today so that it could dry also while we hike. Okay, so in this section, there are a lot of downed trees, and you try your best to stay on the trail and go over them, but if there's too many, you just go around and, you try your best. I've been crossing a lot of streams, and when I can't rock hop across them and stay dry, which is most of the time, I put on my chocolate sandals. Well, I take off my trail runners, put on my chocolate sandals, unbuckle my backpack, and then cross that way. It's pretty chilling, but it is refreshing for the feet and makes me more confident that I'm not gonna like be falling in. Oh, jeez. But Anders, on the other hand, he could just rock hop it. And that is one of the biggest reasons why I started bringing my Chacos backpacking, and they also double as camp shoes and let the dogs breathe at camp. Okay, so today has been rough. We are over 9 miles into our hike, hiking 4 hours and 30 minutes, and it is 2 p.m. right now. And it's been just blowdown after blowdown, having to like climb over trees and all the incline and all. Since we've been walking through a lot of burn, there is no shade, so it's just been so hot. And we finally reached, I don't know, it's called Three Creek Lake or something. And we took the most refreshing dip in it, and it felt so good. I feel lively again. I feel prepared to take on the like second half of our backpacking trip today, and it's just good. The road to this lake is closed, so there's nearly nobody here. There's some bikepackers here, and then there's some construction workers that are trying to open the road, working to open the road right now. But otherwise, have it to ourselves. The water's super refreshing, much warmer than Green Lakes and Golden Lake, and it felt really nice. Needed that so much. So that's a little update on this trail. Yeah, this back half has been rough. It's taken a lot out of us. Okay, so our next hike is up the Tam McArthur Ridge, which we've never done. And so it'll just be a lot of climbing before we reach No Name Lake and Three Finger and Broken Top. I can't remember anything right now. Okay, so right now we are on the hunt for a campsite, and I think I just found one. So we are camping in the Soda Creek No Name Lake area, and there are no designated or marked campsites here. And then there are none marked on our GPS map as well. So here you are to find them yourself. And so typically we are searching to look in tree groves for campsites, because that offers protection from the wind, and that's like a common camping spot for people. The first tree grove that we looked at it didn't work out because it was way too sloped, and sleeping at the slope is no bueno, and clearly nobody had camped there before. So kept on looking, and I think this is the spot. Oh yeah, you can clearly see that people have set up like a little rock table, chairs, and it is flat. I'll show you guys in a second. Here is the campsite for the night. You can see how it has been like kind of stepped on, it's trampled a little bit, and it's fairly flat. So likely we'll put the tent like here-ish. Here could also work for the tent, but yeah, this is a general area. It also has a gorgeous view of, I think this is Bald Hill, and then this one is Bachelor. So that's how you pick a campsite when none are like listed or like designated. Hi, hello. Oh my god. Today has been quite a day, and we have a lot to debrief on. So, last I left you off, I think we had reached the Three Creeks lake, and we had just swum there. And since then, there's been a lot of climbing, a lot more miles, and some mountain climbing and rock scrambling that was quite terrifying. So we hiked up the Tam McArthur Ridge, and that led to gorgeous views. You can see literally all the mountains. You can see Mount Hood, you can see Mount Helen and Rainier. You can see all the Three Sisters, you can see Broken Top, Bachelor, like literally everything. It was gorgeous. What is like tickling me? Okay. And so, after the Tam McArthur Ridge, we reached, I think it's called Broken Hand Mountain. And Broken Hand Mountain, that thing is terrifying to go around. So on one side, there was a snowfield on like a really steep edge. So we decided not to go that way. And the other side was a very rocky, kind of scrabbly route. And you just had to like hug the Broken Hand Mountain and like skimmy your way through it. I was quaking. I hated that. And I'm so glad I don't have to go through that again. And then we took some photos at Broken Top because it was gorgeous in the sliding. It was sunsetting. And then we had dinner at No Name Lake, and that was also gorgeous. No Name has rock flower in its water, so it's really beautiful. And the water is ice cold. Like there's literally ice on the lake. Otherwise, I probably would have tried to go swim in it. That did not happen. And then dinner was amazing. Oh my gosh, it like refilled my soul, and I feel so lively again. We were not doing too hot. With all the incline and the intense sun and heat, it was a rough day. So our total stats for the day: we did 60 miles, 60 and a half miles. We hiked for nearly 9 hours of moving time. That doesn't include some like lunch breaks and snack breaks. And we had 3.5K of elevation gain. So quite a bit done today, and very exhausted from 9 miles of tree blowdown. That is like the worst part of this trail. If that wasn't there, this trail would be phenomenal and gorgeous and incredible, and I would recommend it to everybody. But that part, no. That was exhausting. Really took it out of my legs and made it feel like jelly the rest of the day. But anyways, we're gonna have some like, I don't know, newt pudding and dip Oreos in that, and call it a night because we are zonked. I would love to camp by No Name Lake, but there's no camping within a quarter mile of the lake because it had a poop issue. Because too many people were pooping by the lake. Oh, what was also insane about the hike today was that we ran into only one person on the trail, which is like crazy. These trails used to be like swarmed with people and only see one person. And there was nobody at No Name Lake, nobody at Broken Top, and we did see 2 tents over in spots that I would have loved, but what you gonna do? Anyways, I might show you, I guess, some of my toiletries tonight, and other than that, I hope you have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. morning, friends. Okay, so it is currently 8:07 and we are nearly 2 miles down from Broken Top. We have a 7-mile trek today, and we are making our way down back to the Green Lakes Trailhead, which is where we originally parked and started. And so today is mostly downhill. It should be pretty straightforward and easy. And my body is super tired from yesterday. So I'm glad that today's kind of more of a rest day. For a water filter break, a bathroom break, and we'll be on our way again soon. So, oh my gosh, the sunset last night was gorgeous. Except in the middle of the night, the wind started blowing heavily and brought in some smoke this morning. And it was really like flapping against the wind. So that was kind of loud, kind of disturbing for the sleep. But yeah, this morning we passed the most hikers that we have seen on this entire trail. And they're going up to Broken Top, so not surprised about that. But today should be pretty chill. And I am excited for hopefully like a brewery lunch later because your girl's hungry.